Okay, I said, I'd be back on my blogging thing. So here I am, Gigi Fit, in the car on my way to a wellness workshop, hella late because I had to wait for my husband to get home. But so Monday, I talked about I had my confession, and ever since then I've been really, really good. Not even a little bite here, a little bite there. Well, actually today I had a little bite of but I spit it out, of grilled pork chops, but it wasn't all the way done. That's what my ass gets, but I spit it out. But I was making dinner for my family, and there's mac and cheese, leftover mac and cheese, my favorite my husband's mac and cheese. Those are my favorite mac and cheese. And just looked at it, and then I literally was like, okay, just one bite. I was like, no, don't do it. Just one bite. No, don't do it. Because if I had one bite, it would lead to another bite, which would lead to another bite, which would end up being like half a plate. And then I'd be like hecka bloated, and then I'd feel guilty again. And it's just like, oh. But I feel really good. I feel really good that I had that confession. I feel like, I don't want to say a clean slate, but I do feel like, okay, I can breathe. I made a mistake. I'm definitely better than I was before because I actually owned up to it and I admitted to it. And one thing I realized, thinking about the confession in my last blog entry is I am so proud of myself because I haven't fallen off. Like, completely. Usually when I've done something like this, like, I'll go 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, and I'm like, okay, then I'm going to get back on the horse. But now it's like maybe a meal, maybe a day at the most. It's been a weekend that I cheated twice, not the entire weekend, but one time. But I'm able to get a hold of myself and get a grip faster. And I didn't realize that until the other day. So it feels really good. It just really shows that I've grown and I'm mentally getting stronger. And, yes, sometimes I still fall to my excuses, but definitely not to a point where I lose control. At least not lose control for a long time, which really feels good. Last night I had a really great conversation with a friend, Gina, and she asked me how I was doing, and she said I look great. And then I told her, I confessed to her also about this weekend, and then I showed her a picture that I had from the week before where I was like, I had no kind of change because my numbers didn't change. My waist didn't get small. I think I lost maybe a pound, which is really like water. So my numbers didn't change, and I showed her, I was like, see, look, this is what happens when, I kind of ease up a bit and I let myself go. And she was like, what are you talking about? Your shoulders look tighter. Your right was side boob, so you don't see it anymore. It's smaller. And your thighs look leaner, whatever. All these things that she was saying, I didn't see. And I know sometimes what's wrong for me is that I have so much support and I have a lot of great people cheering me on that I don't want to say it makes it easy for me, but it feels good. But I really was I was super down because I was the least amount of progress I had with at least with the numbers portion of it since we started this whole thing. And I'm like, we're halfway through and I hit a wall because I got greedy. But the fact that she saw all of that, and I didn't even see it because my focal point is my belly. My belly barely changed because that's my problem area. But she saw everything else. I didn't even see it. All I saw was my belly was pretty much almost the same. I didn't even look at my shoulders. I didn't look at anything else but my belly. So it's really nice to have a different set of eyes look at my body and see the change and see the difference. So I felt really good about it because really the last 2 weeks, I've been kind of down about my results because they're not really where I want it to be. And I understand I'm not going to get a true NPC competition bikini body by April 4th. because one, my discipline's not just there, and yeah, that's pretty much it. If I wanted to, I know I can do it. I mean, it just goes back to, again, do I really want to be do I really want to take on that responsibility of my bar being here, setting the bar here, and just always being there? And yeah, my body will be phenomenal. So why not, right? Oh, no. But yeah. Oh, what else did I pass up today? Oh, somebody has some Chinese food. Tomorrow we're going to have free Chinese food at work also. And sometimes I just look at it and smell it. And then I'm like, ooh, I want some. Then I'm like, no, because I'll probably just get bloated. But I definitely can say that it's been easier passing up on stuff for the most part.